Barry.
I was Carl D'Angelo's assistant.
Hiccups? That's you?
Yeah.
Look at this. Hiccups.
Yeah.
Bobachi.
He called me Hiccups because I had the hiccups this one time I was on the phone with him.
Oh, listen, he didn't just have the hiccups. He had the hiccups. He wouldn't stop hiccuping.
Yeah.
Then you can die from hiccups. I was terrified. I was actually concerned.
It was nerve-wracking.
So how's Carl D'Angelo?
Well, he left. He's working for Blockbuster Video now.
Smart move. The music business has its ups and downs, but Blockbuster Video's here for the long haul.
That's Adam Sandler as Sandy Wexler in Sandy Wexler. It premieres on Netflix next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday.
Yes.
So Sandy Wexler,
yes.
True or false, and I know there's some shades of gray here, but it's based on your own real manager.
A little bit, yes.
A little bit.
Voice, the mannerism.
The name Sandy.
The Sandy, yeah. His name is Sandy Wernick. He's been my manager for a very long time.
How long?
Since I'm like 22.
Oh, wow.
So that's
a real
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 28 years. So Sandy, okay. So he's a great guy. He's a very smart guy, and he loves me. He treats me like I'm his family, and my whole family, we all love him. But in the early days, so I'm going to tell you a funny story about old Sandy. So a lot of times when you call your manager or your agent, they work at these giant agencies and management companies. They talk to you. They try to make it look like it's just you in their day, but they got other people. So anyway, Sandy's on the phone with me talking. He's telling me stuff. I'm telling him stuff. I'm like, this is my manager. I feel very safe telling him things. And then we end the call, and I hear him say, Linda, call so-and-so. So I'm like, Linda? Who's Linda? And he has his assistant listening to the call, and he's calling the next person. So I catch him doing that, and apparently, so I call him up and I say, dude, was she on the phone while I was talking to you? And he's like, yeah, but she's very cool. And I said, yeah, but I don't want, I'm kind of telling you stuff, I don't want her to hear everything. And he's like, yeah, right. I said, so you won't have her on the phone anymore? And he's like, no, not a problem. So I'm talking on the phone the next time I call him. I'm talking, and I'm hearing like this weird. I'm like, what the hell? So I know he's got somebody on the other line. So I say, so no one's on the other line, Sandy? And he goes, no, nobody. And I go, hey, is your wife okay? Is she mad at you? And he goes, why my wife mad at me? And I said, you know, what you told me earlier about Linda and you masturbating to her all the time. And then I hear, Linda, hang up your phone! Well, there you go. Oh, Linda. Thank you. Well, come on, tell that Maria D'Arcangelo.
Oh, this was a great story.
She was another great manager.
So we know each other for a long time.
Yes.
Like a really long time.
Yes,
when I first started, I was a disc jockey on K-Rock Radio here in LA.
Best.
And with these guys, Kevin and Bean. And Adam would come on as a guest on the show. And
they broke the Hanukkah song, by the way.
That's right. Kevin and Bean played the Hanukkah song.
They used to play it off right.
Not even Jewish.
Not Jews, but
non-denominational.
They didn't care, man.
So we were, and correct me if I have any of this wrong, but we're at the Grammys, and Kevin and I would sneak into every place. We snuck into the Oscars, we snuck into the Grammys. We're sitting in like the third row of the Grammys, and you were nominated for a Grammy that year.
Right.
And you see us, and you go, what are you guys doing here? And we're like, well, we just sat, and somebody got up, and we sat in their seats. So you were nominated for Best Comedy Album. At the time, you had a manager named Maria, who was somebody that I worked with at one time. And you went to the payphone and called her after your award was announced. And you said, Maria, I won the Grammy. And she goes, I know. And you go, no, I actually lost. And she goes, I know. Right?
That's right, man. She was the best. Actually, Maria, the movie's kind of the manager I play is like based off a lot of people, and my character lives in a guest house You think he
A
lives
rich
at a
person's-
mansion, but he's in a rich person's guest house, like a pool house. And Maria used to live in, and that's
in
when
the
I used
pool
to go
house.
visit her. She was always in the pool house.
I know,
And
I know. Well, the
good
movie's
lady.
very funny. It
It's
is
funny.
chock full of every celebrity in Los Angeles is
a
in this
lot of
film.
people.
It's called Sandy Wexler. It premieres on Netflix a week ago. Adam Sandler, everybody. Do you love clicking buttons and subscribing to things? Then click the button to subscribe to my channel, and you'll finally be happy.